Happy Thursday, everybody. This is Falcons Daily. It is Thursday, July the 9th, 2026. This here is episode number 335. I'm your host, CG Craig Green, the voice of DCW, Dominant Championship Wrestling in the Mid-Atlantic area. Excuse me. If you'd like to find me on social media, you can find me at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G in the word sports. Fan Arch is the power behind Falcons Daily. You can find them at Fan Arch Co, FANARCHCO. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for checking us out on YouTube. Everydayers, first timers, casual watchers, day ones, thank you all so much. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, also thank you for doing that. If it's your first time on those platforms as well, please give us a 5-star review and a follow while you are there. We would really appreciate that. Over the offseason, the Falcons added to the running back room. A lot of folks know about Tyler Algier leaving to go to the Arizona Cardinals. They also know about Brian Robinson Jr. joining the Falcons backfield to pair up with Bijan Robinson. So, yeah, and also there was all the jokes about, oh, which Robinson are you drafting? During the draft, you know, some folks may draft a Brian instead of Bijan and could end up really hating themselves for making that kind of mistake. But first thing you need to know, of course, Bijan wears number 7, Brian wears number 15. So there you go. Also, when it comes to Bijan Robinson, the running back room in and of itself, I think the addition of Brian Robinson Jr. Is a welcome one. I think that he is going to be a player who gives you maybe a little more versatility than Tyler Algier, I think, especially when it comes to the passing game. Magnum TA was a very good player for us. I still kind of wish he was still rocking those new sweet Atlanta Falcons red uniforms, but he is now a member of the Arizona Cardinals, and he could be their bell cow in the backfield. So we'll see how it all goes for Tyler Algier. Again, good luck to him out there in Arizona. So, but again, Brian Robinson, his best season in terms of being versatile, catching the ball, I would say 2023 was his best year of all. He had 36 catches for 368 yards, over 10 yards a catch. He had 4 touchdowns in the air. He had 5 on the ground. So I think he's going to add a little bit to that passing game for us. Maybe he gives us a spark that we didn't get from Tyler. And, Bijan Robinson did speak to the media back during minicamp about the similarities and the differences between Tyler Algier and Brian Robinson. And Bijan said to the media, quote, "Brian's the same way. They're not too different." He also said they both have some similarities. They both run through people on the field. You just kind of see and advise what they do different, and how I can help Brian's game and his all-around game, because he's very talented, clearly, and I can't wait to see what we can do together. Now, he prefaced that by saying that Tyler and Brian have similar skill sets, and I think Brian, honestly, or Bijan, Tyler, actually, I think is more of your traditional power back. That again, that the guy who just runs right through you, as a Falcons radio network, Dave Archer used to call him the bowling ball of razor blades. And I mean, yeah, you found out pretty quickly trying to step in front of 25 was a bad decision. Not when you made, they talk about business decisions. That is not one. If you decide to try to get in front of him and tackle Tyler Algier to the ground. So the NFC West is going to find out the hard way about that. But again, I think that Brian Robinson may be just a little more versatile in his game, and especially when it comes to receiving the ball, than I think than Tyler Algier was during his time in Atlanta. But again, we'll see how it all pans out, how it all plays out when the season comes around. Just really excited to see that combination of Brian and Bijan during training camp, and seeing what they got. Hello, Harper.
Hi.
Harper is here. She's saying hello, checking things out today. How you doing, Big Mama?
Good.
Good. Here, come on over this way so everybody can see you. There she is. All right. So when it comes to Brian Robinson and Bijan Robinson, how many touchdowns, Harper, do you think Brian Robinson, not Bijan Robinson, Brian Robinson will score for the Falcons? Do you think he will get over or under 5 rushing touchdowns?
I feel like he'll get maybe
She's thinking about it.
I think it will be the same.
Okay, right on the number 5. So 5 touchdowns exactly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now in 2023, Brian Robinson Jr., Harper, he caught 4 touchdowns. He didn't run them in, he caught them in the air like a receiver. So for Brian Robinson Jr., Harper, do you think he will get over or under 3 receiving touchdowns? So basically catching the ball and running into the end zone. Do you think he will get over, under, or exactly the same number? Over? Okay. So there you hear it from Harper. She's set on 5 rushing touchdowns and over 3 receiving touchdowns. So that would say that Brian Robinson Jr. is going to get at least 8 touchdowns for the Falcons this season. If he can score 8 touchdowns as a reserve and Bijan can still do his thing and not lose any of his any of his touches or any of his mojo with Robinson with Brian getting some more touches, I think that'd be a welcome addition for Falcons fans. I think that would really put us right there where we think we are in terms of having the best running back room in the league. I mean, we've heard plenty of that around the league, that the Falcons have one of the best backfields. I mean, even Warren Sharp from Sharp Football lauded us as the top backfield coming into the season. He had us higher than the Detroit Lions, and the Lions now have Isaiah Pacheco in the backfield with Jahmyr Gibbs, and he thinks that we're going to be better than they are. So that's high praise, and it comes with some expectations. Again, the run game is where we kind of butter our bread, Harper. The Falcons have to be able to run the football to keep the quarterbacks healthy and to keep our quarterbacks keeping defenses guessing. It also helps out the passing game if we could run the ball much more effectively. Now we're going to move on and talk about defense. We're going to talk about the cornerbacks. The ESPN ranked the top 10 cornerbacks in football. All right, we will give you the list. We'll just tell you right now, A.J. Terrell was mentioned in the honorable mention section of it. He wasn't given a top 10 vote. Now, what they said about A.J. Terrell, Harper, is what they said was he's been good for a really long time. He just can't get the ball. He has 6 interceptions in 6 full NFL seasons. He was drafted by the Falcons in 2020, and in that time, he's only got 6 interceptions. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that no one really throws the ball in his direction because of the fact that he is so good at deflecting passes. Now, he did have a game-changing interception. I mean, a lot of folks remember that he had a pick 6, I believe it was against Alabama when he played for Clemson when he was in college, and that one, I believe, was in the national championship game. But in the NFL, again, receivers are totally different than they are in the college ranks. So for AJ to be in the honorable mention, I mean, I look at him as like a top 10 receiver. I mean, a top 10 corner. I think he is. But there's a lot of corners in front of him, and there's a lot of folks who think that he isn't top 10. And again, that list was from ESPN. It was completed by one Jeremy Fowler, and the top 10 will start 10-1 is number 10 Cooper DeJean from the Eagles. He is a All-Pro. He plays the slot and on the outside. You've also got Sauce Gardner from the Colts, who was traded from the Jets to the Colts. A guy with a lot of range, a lot of guys. He's also someone who has eyes for the football. Just 24 years old. Then you got J.C. Horn of the Carolina Panthers, who comes in at number 8. He's a physical corner. We'll see if he can keep it up. He was ranked 7th last year in their rankings. Denzel Ward of the Browns, also a very formidable a very formidable corner as well. Last year was ranked number 3. After that, Quinyon Mitchell of the Eagles gets the 6th spot. Number 5, Trent McDuffie of the LA Rams. He just moved over from the Kansas City Chiefs. Devin Witherspoon of the Seahawks, one of the pieces of Mike McDonald's defense out there in Seattle. Christian Gonzalez, second-year player from the New England Patriots. He gets the number 3 nod. Number 2, Derek Stingley Jr. Of the Houston Texans. Again, he was made more than one All-Pro. I think it's his second year in a row as an All-Pro. And then the top spot goes to Patrick Surtain II of the Denver Broncos. Arguably the best cornerback in the league. But, for AJ to be one of the honorable mention guys, man, that's a tough pill to swallow. I'm not saying that he's clearly better than any of the guys in front of him, but he is absolutely in the ballpark with some of the top 10 corners, according to Jeremy Fowler. And he's number 24 in the program. But to me, Harper, AJ Terrell's number 1 in our heart. Falcons Daily is presented by Fan Arch. We are going to go ahead and call it a day. It is Thursday, July the 9th. Tomorrow is Falcons Friday. Falcons Friday. And we are excited about the weekend coming up, aren't we? Yes, we are. She shook her head, yes. All right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Again, if you want to give me a follow on social media, you can find me at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G and the word sports. And again, Fan Arch is at Fan Arch Co. And we're going to call it a day. Harper, would you like to send everybody home?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Sayonara and buenas noches. Bye-bye, Falcons.